What is going on, guys? Anger Collections in the house for another video. All right, so we're back. We are back live stream. Maybe just for today. Happy Sunday to everyone. Welcome to the channel, Anger Collections. So we're back talking about the market. I've had a lot of conversation with a lot of people, man. Even in the Pokemon community, because like I said, some of the PokeTubers, Poke investors are getting into Magic as well, all because of Final Fantasy. And I don't think it's more on the Magic, playing Magic. It's more so like just they're tired of the whole Pokemon market. You know, they just want to try something out, and maybe some of them are Final Fantasy fans too, and they're seeing now that there's Spider-Man, there's Avatar, so that's why they're getting into it. You know, so we're gonna go back in CPM. What is going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. This is the calm before the storm. Yes. So we're gonna. This is the calm, right? We're calm right now. We're calm for now. So before we get into the whole MTG finance, right? MTG finance, the most popular topic of all, right? MTG finance. Every time MTG finance is getting talked about, um, a bunch of Timmys getting a tingling, like feeling it. Ooh, like all my investment, right? All of my hard work. Well, look at my closet. Look at it. Before we talk about that, right? I want to be very, very clear to everyone. The overall majority of the market, TCG, Pokemon, Magic, um, games being played, Arena, if you're playing Arena, Magic Online, if you're playing FNMs, going to these big conventions, playing Commander with your friends, kitchen table, all that stuff, all of these formats, standard, modern, pauper, pioneer, huh? Um, all of them, are getting games are being played, right? Cards, singles, boxes, sealed, all of it, man, all getting traded, sold. Yeah, this is what's happening, right? And like for the most part, all of the MTG sets, Edge of Eternity, all this Universes and Beyond, even Aether Drift, overall very successful. There's like in demand on like certain product, in demand with like certain singles. I know Universes and Beyond wasn't all accepted by everyone, but we can all say that everyone's happy to see a certain reprint, happy to see a certain product that they want to buy, they want to collect. Uh, a lot of new players are getting into Magic. New eyes to the game, right? So overall, and like I said, this is overall majority, the majority, the freaking majority. Overall, everything's good, right? Everything's good, and I can say that you don't really need to worry about the MTG finance, because you know what? If you're on this side, which is the majority, you're perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. I mean, proxy, you can proxy too, right? So I think overall majority, everything is okay. You don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to buy every set that comes out. You don't have to engage with all this MTG finance thing. You don't have to worry about all of that stuff, because, like I said, games are being played. Every set you can buy, not buy the singles, proxy, whatever's like very expensive, all that stuff, man. It's all perfectly fine, man. Perfectly fine. So now, hold on. Uh, I've been buying EX Delta species slabs lately. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Underpriced. Also buying reserve list heavily. Yeah, reserve list is pretty not very popular but they're reserved list, like especially the heavily played ones in Commander for sure. I'm giving away my moves because I'm done buying. I'm done buying. So now that we mentioned the overall majority, which is everything's fine. Everything is fine. Nothing to worry about. You don't have to engage with the MTG finance, investment, and all of this. I don't want to say, like a small part of Magic, but it is a part of the Pokemon and Magic market, or the TCG market. It is part of it. It's not gonna go away, right? So now we get to the fun part, right? The MTG finance, or should I call it the biggest pyramid of all? Oh my god, the biggest pyramid of all, right? I just thought about it because like one guy from Pokemon, he mentioned about the whole. He said that if you think about it, it's just like a pyramid, bro. It's just like a freaking pyramid. To where he explained it. That's why I make a video today, man. So the overall idea, and you have that idea, the biggest Timmy of all, right? Your goal is to plant that idea. You have a social media platform. You have a lot of eyes on you, right? You're the biggest Timmy of all. And your idea, your biggest idea, is to plant that idea online. And then all these small Timmys, future Timmys, trying to get that. And yeah, it's up to you. I mean, it's not financial advice, right? Nobody's saying like go for it and do it. But here's the plan. Oh my god, here's the plan. This is so fun, man. Because like I said, I can't believe that I would actually hear this from the Pokemon side. Because if you think about it, whatever was going on, whatever behavior, consumer behavior, that's what's happening. Even before, it's actually somewhat Pokemon. And we're gonna get to Pokemon too. I fear this is the bottom anger. Ah man, we shall see, man. I have no clue. So so the idea, and to plant this idea in every future Timmy's out there, right? So this is the idea. Hoard a bunch hoard a bunch of failed products, from the distro, right? I mean, who's gonna buy all of these failed products that no one's going to buy, right? The question is, why are you buying all of this, booster boxes that doesn't want, like, and distro is just trying to like liquidate it. I mean, who's gonna buy it? What's the reason why you're buying it? It could be just nothing, right? It could. I mean, you're not buying it just for nothing. Like, oh, you know what? You don't like it? I'll buy it. I'll take it. I'll take it. it's not just for nothing, right? And then the next part, you're gonna show the games, right? And it's almost like the video. The video is like, doesn't say "I told you so," but it's pretty much saying "I told you so," right? Show the games. What's the word online before? Every time you see a post of like an expensive card or like a big collection, once I remember I posted my Power 9. I completed my Power 9, and then they call it like flex, right? Like the flexing thing, right? So you flex it online. You flex it on social media. Imagine if you have a big following, you show the games, you flex all this flashy thing, you have like massive warehouse, all these failed products that I guess no one wants to buy. And I guess for some reason you bought all of them. I don't know why. Oh my god. And then the bathroom, the famous bathroom, the Rudy bathroom, in Pokemon, right? You got the Rudy bathroom, all these expensive packs. Yeah, no one wants to buy it, so I just like set it in there. It's, you get all this vision, all this what you call this, like the birth of mainstream closet investing, right? Birth of mainstream closet investing. But like I said, not financial advice. No one is telling you to copy it, do it. Look at like every angle now, and like now that you have that same idea, now that it's like planted, that seed is planted, that idea is planted in everyone's head, right? It's like one Timmy to the next, one biggest Timmy to the next, and then the rest just followed, right? The rest followed. So so he explained it, the guy from Pokemon. He's like, so you got the biggest Timmy, had the biggest idea of all, and then pretty much show it to everyone. And then now everyone followed Timmy's after Timmy's after Timmy's after Timmy's. And then, I mean, oh my God. And then now everyone's just like selling off of each other, like, so we're going to explain the Pokemon Market 101. This is the absolute basic Pokemon Market 101. Okay. He explained it to me, and actually, I 100% agree to this, because everything that you're seeing with Pokemon right now, anyone can do it. Anyone can do it. If you have a spare money, yeah, and then you have that idea, like, wow, like, I can do that, and then I can just like make extra money. So this is the Pokemon Market 101, the absolute basic. Anyone can do it. So what you do is you buy, you scalp, right? You pre-order at MSRP. I mean, what absolute basic that is, man. That's the most absolute basic thing you can do. Buy, scalp, pre-order at MSRP, right? And then what you're gonna do? What is everyone doing? They're gonna trade up. Yeah, they're gonna trade up, because hey, they gotta trade up and sell at market. Why would you trade and sell at MSRP? I mean, the market's gonna market, right? There's a demand, right? There's a demand for it, so market's gonna market. So sell at market, and then what you gonna do? Closet investing that shit. Oh my God, closet investing that shit, and diamond hands. There you go. Diamond hands. And what's the next part? There's no next part. All you have to do is rinse and rinse and repeat, bro. Rinse and repeat. Buy, scalp, pre-order at MSRP, trade up, or sell at market, and then freaking diamond hands, closet investing that shit, and then repeat it again. And you see the similarity? That's what's happening in the current. I'm not talking about like, before. What's the behavior of the market in Magic with this whole? I mean, tomorrow there's going to be a festival in the box, Atlanta. Not sure if it's going to be like scalp or anything, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be high demand, because the box alone on what, 150, 200, and not even counting the cards itself. So depending on the price, but I think there's going to be high demand for sure, because people love to collect the boxes, open the packs, enjoy draft and all, and then the singles as well. They want a certain copy of the new pack rat or something, or the new sliver. Like I said, the overall majority is okay. Games being played, all that shit, man. Everything's good. Everything's good. It's just a certain part of the market, which is still part of the market, right? This whole game, this whole pyramid thing, I like it. I wish I thought of it first, because if you think about it, it is kind of like a pyramid, And then also, I was going to mention the whole gambling with PSA grading and getting the black label with this whole what you call that, the multiplier, right? guess what's happening with Final Fantasy? All of these universes and beyond, all these graded cards, right? So let me catch up on the comment. Timmy's are the ones in control right now. When the Fed cuts rates, we will show them how high prices can go before they say it's unhealthy. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Diamond hands, there is no next part. Exactly. No, rinse and repeat, man. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. That's it. You know? Because there was like a conversation yesterday about there was this buyer and then he was asking like, oh, when do you guys sell, before you when do you guys sell to the store and get 80-85%, and people like started talking about like diamond hands, and like people start talking about like once I get double, triple, and then we were like having a conversation because if you look at everyone's collection, I guess closet investment and stuff, they're all a bunch of the same shit, man. The same exact product, all the Sam's Club, Costco, Prismatic, like the PSA slabs, all a bunch of modern stuff, man. And obviously, there's going to be a few exceptions, right? A few exceptions, but the overall market, what happening with Pokemon, it's all the same exact thing. And I think we're actually headed in the same direction because the behavior with what's going on with Final Fantasy, honestly, with this whole like just buying up a lot of the collector boxes and either trying to hoard the boxes, and Spider-Man. Now that the idea, I don't know if you heard the idea that the idea on collector boxes for Spider-Man, actually the overall set with Spider-Man, the idea, right? The idea, you put it out there, is it's kind of like a pseudo reserve list because there's some situation that happened to the IP, that agreement and stuff like that. So there's not gonna be any waves and all, right? So the idea, right? The idea. Once you put it out there, it's done. There's no reprint. There's not gonna be an arena, stuff like that. So now all of the cards pretty much reserveless, right? Reserveless. So now they start buying up a lot of these boxes. Anything Spider-Man is like expensive, and then that's the reason why they said they start previewing Avatar, because Avatar is like long gone. It's done deal. So now with Avatar, the overall demand just skyrocketed after they released a bunch of these new cards, right? Super early. I mean, the set comes out in November, and the demand just skyrocketed like insanity, bro. Insanity. The boxes, the pre-order right now is actually worth more than the Spider-Man. And we're talking about collector boxes. So the Avatar collector is worth more than the Spider-Man collector boxes. Crazy. It's crazy, man. And it's like everything is getting scalped. I think very few people that actually, like I said, the overall majority, not everyone's talking about it. They don't want to participate. They don't want to engage with this product. They don't like universes and beyond. People actually contacted me about selling their collection and stuff like that. They can't keep up with Magic, and it's just too much right now. Like they're just getting Edge of Eternity, and now they're starting previewing Avatar. Some people that want to buy Spider-Man and some people that want to buy Avatar, they're like tapped out, right? Even before it begin releasing the cards, man. And yes, obviously there are cheaper versions. Obviously there's like the play boxes and stuff like that. But I'm talking about the collector boxes. Obviously, even you're just a regular player and don't want to spend these high prices on these collector boxes, obviously you want to experience the set itself with buying all of the products, right? But hey, I guess if if you don't have much money, I mean, I guess you can just settle to proxying it and play boxes. Just buy the cheap versions. But that's actually that's not good though, because with Pokemon, even though in Pokemon it's only like box, one box. There's an ATV, yes, but overall it's just one booster box, and everything's in there. Everyone can just like buy all these ETBs, buy all this booster box. You can open it, you can, keep it, whatever. But there's only one. In Magic, there's like the play boxes, which is like, oh, the cheaper version. You can get all these cheaper versions of the singles. If you really want to just like ball out, yeah, go for the collectors. But hey, I just don't like the part where if you don't have enough money to engage with collector boxes, it's not for you. So it's kind of like that's I don't know, man. I don't like that part. So Sigo, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. What up, Anger? The prices on Avatar got me depressed, man. I don't know if I should even keep buying this shit, to be honest, considering just singles investing. Yeah, I mean, like I said, man, it's just too much right now. And like I said in the beginning of the video, this is just part of the market. This is, I want to say minority. This is like a small part, but it is a part of the market. The overall majority that what's happening in the game, everything's fine, man. Games being played, singles getting bought, sold, traded, sets comes out and things like that. It's still positive. Magic's not gonna die, man. But obviously, this whole part that's kind of like interrupting with the positive that's happening, right? It's very unhealthy behavior, you know. There are also people buying slabs for repacks. Yeah, I know, I get it, man. And I wouldn't even call it investing, just cards I like. Yep. The opportunity lies in the reserve list. These Timmies are going to attempt to buy it. When they find out they can't, the boxes will probably correct. Yep. Like I mentioned, right? Like I mentioned, as far as what I would buy instead, with this high process of collecting, right? Let's just say you have the money to buy collector boxes. I would personally buy other stuff, because eventually the market's gonna correct, and God knows when, but eventually it'll correct. But the thing is, you actually got ahead first in buying and not really engaging with what's in demand or what's hot, what's FOMO and stuff like that. You concentrated on the stuff that's like not in demand and not popular. And guess what? Most likely, those stuff, it's gonna be like it's gonna do well, even better than what's like foam. Because like I said, all these modern shit, man, like that's what's hot right now, And as a seller, as a full-time TCG player, as long as the overall majority is fine singles, standard modern cards, Pioneer, Commander cards are selling, it doesn't matter to me. That's why I jumped out the ship on that whole MTG finance thing. But it's still a part of like, okay, if there's an opportunity for some of these sealed boxes, guess what? Why not, right? So it's a part of it, man. To add to what you're saying, I do feel strong disconnect between pricing of collector and play boxes. Yeah, I think one of you guys mentioned it too. People like Anger, myself, and Rudy counter trends. Yep. I think one of you guys mentioned too that the fact that collector boxes is like long gone, because like pre-order, like I said, Pokemon Market 101, buy, scalp, pre-order at MSRP. Literally, if you have the money, that's it. Like everyone can do it. If you're Timmy, and by the way, we're all a bunch of Timmys. We're all a bunch of Timmy. It's just a level of Timmy, right? We're all a bunch of Timmy we're just different. We're like different level of. There's like levels of Timmy, right? We're just level of Timmy. Some people, some Timmys are like just I don't know what they're doing, man. I don't know what they're doing, but there are smarter Timmys, right? There are smarter Timmys that do the counterpart. When there's like hot item, you look elsewhere. You know, you look. Oh man, you know, you look elsewhere, right? So, and yeah, like I said, the play boxes, the collector boxes are starting to get very expensive, and now it's kind of flowing into like the other products on that certain set. Like the play boxes are getting scalped too. You know, I heard from like Avatar and Spider Man, they're getting scalped too, man. So guess what's gonna happen to those prices? All of them will rise, man. So yeah, I mean that's what sucks with the market right now. Market's gonna market. It's because of the demand. It's because of all of these buy at MSRP, scalp at MSRP, and just sell it. You know, trade at market. You know, that's basically the game right now. That's basically what a lot of people trying to. I don't, it's not like manipulate. It's more like just getting in. You know, like oh, I mean, I can get like 20, 30, 40, $50 extra just by doing this. Oh, why not, right? So that's basically what's happening, you know. And but yeah, so um if you guys remember, I bought when every when everything was like very hot, I looked elsewhere, and while I was making notes on a certain video, I saw this Commander Masters Commander decks from Cool Stuff. It was like freaking right there. It was just right there, right? And they're selling for a full set for $299. I kid you not, man. $299 for a full set of Commander Masters Commander decks. Guess what? I bought all of them. I bought all of them, and I sold my first set. I just sold my first set, and I didn't just dump them just to dump them, right? Because like individual decks actually cost a lot. Like right now, crazy. I can't even. I don't know what happened for their with their pricing. Like I was just so happy. I was just making notes, and I just bought all four copies, all four sets. So I just sold all of my first set. So I still have three sets remaining. In fact, I actually sold the Planeswalker. So my second set of Commander decks, the second set, I sold the least, which is the Planeswalker, right? So that's the least in demand out of all four, and I sold that first. So I'm now in my second set. The Eldrazi is like 300 plus now. One deck, man, one deck. And then the Sliver, I think it's like 240, 250, I think. And then the enchantment, I think it's right around 90 or 100 for one deck. But my first set, I profited like $200 plus, man. $200 plus. So that's I guess everyone's advice, right? So when there's like a FOMO on this side, when everyone's like looking at this one side, you know, everyone's just hyped up, right? Just look elsewhere, man. Just look elsewhere because that's just like I don't know, man. That's just like in the beginning, man. You know, like eventually all of that market's just gonna I don't want to say like die down, but eventually it's gonna correct itself. I mean, you can say like we're in like this big bubble of freaking pyramid where like every Timmy is just like selling off of each other. We're like cutting off under, you know, like saying 70%, 80%, you know, it's it's like the biggest pyramid of all, man. And I don't know, man. It just sucks that it didn't come from me and I didn't even thought about it. It came from freaking Pokemon, man. A Pokemon person, you know, not from here. You know, he lives in Florida. We were just like having a conversation online, but it was a realization to me that this whole thing it looks like a freaking pyramid, man. This whole market, you know, it's just one big idea, and then everyone just follows, and then it's just like the biggest Timmy of all just pop a lot of these small Timmys, wannabes, and like all of it. It's just start. Everyone's doing the same shit, selling off of each other. and yeah, it's just keep growing nonstop. But it's still not financial advice. No one is telling you to do it. No one is telling you to join this whole pyramid thing. But yeah, man. So I don't know, man. I just want to go live really quick. I know it's been very, very busy weekend. Like I said, singles, good. Sealed product, good. Everything's selling. All the formats, boxes, products getting pre-ordered. Formats getting played. Yeah, everything's good. Arena, like the overall increase of players getting in and playing in arena. Uh, yeah, everything's good, man. Everything's good. It's just this certain part of the market, uh, kind of like, I don't know, man. Very weird behavior, and I mean, I guess it is what it is. It reminds me of crypto. That's why I feel satisfied with my one Final Fantasy box. Man, I still have my Final Fantasy collector boxes. Um, don't be greedy. Don't be the last one holding the bag energy. I know, right? Oh my God, yeah. Don't be the last one. Uh, and I told the Pokemon person that it's okay to take profits, right? Because at the current whatever current market that is, I mean that's the current market. It's not like you're thinking that, oh, in the long term that's going to be like a $5,000 box, right? And I speak of it because we were having a conversation back when Evolving Skies, right? I remember buying Evolving Skies, pre-ordering it at a 109 per box. 100 Cool Stuff Inc. got a sale. They went on sale. They have a bunch of Evolving Skies boxes at 109. I remember this around December, and I even asked the community, if it's a good buy. And then everyone saying, "Oh, they're gonna print the shit out of Evolving Skies. Oh, all the cards, all these modern shit, man, they're all gonna go to shit." And guess what happened, right? I stick to my gut. I actually bought 3 cases, and some of you guys know that 3 cases of Evolving Skies at 109. Cool stuff. Pretty legit. I got all the boxes, right? And at the time, I was like, okay, I got these 18 boxes of Evolving Skies. And if you look at the market right now for Evolving Skies, one box of Evolving Skies, Jesus Christ, man. People are buying it at $2,000 per box. And I'm like, wow. I mean, I cannot look back and say I did, I did not diamond hands that shit. I did not closet investing that shit. But you know what? I took profits, and that money went to others, and the business grew. The business grew. Although everyone would say, "Oh, well, you should have just like left it alone." I mean, who would know that it's gonna go to 2,000? No one knows, man. Nobody knew. No one knows. So in the end, market's gonna market. It's okay to take profits. It really depends on what you're doing, depending on your needs, So yeah, man. RFC, what's going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. Anger Collections. Why doesn't Cool Stuff sponsor you? I don't know, man. It's okay though. It's okay. Maybe the thing with Cool Stuff, I've been with them since the very beginning. Since their website doesn't have all of those what you call this? Articles. It's just like basic. Everything is just basic. Like a few stores. I guess they sponsored a lot of the overall majority. I guess because my channel is more like on the minority side of Magic the Gathering, right? Or I guess the market, because this is my part. I can't be they're the content creators, the articles and stuff like that. They're more like players. They talk about the good cards and what to buy, what's good in standard and stuff like that. And for me, I talk about what I sell, what does sell, what's happening in the market. So, you know, it, I cannot be sponsored, but I'm okay with and also I'm a store as well, so I don't think they're gonna sponsor a TCG player seller, So I don't know, but it would be nice though. It would be nice because I told this to one of the main buyer of Costa Think. I have his phone number. I have basically friends with him, and I can just text him and stuff like that. We were just talking about it as far as like, oh, you should be like freaking. I should get like freaking sponsor, man. I bought like thousands of dollars with you guys, so that's why I stick with them, with buying products because they already know me. Like so, it's easy to work with them, honestly. What up, Four Cubes Gaming? What's going on, bro? Welcome to the stream. What up, Mappa? Smash that like. There you go, man. Smash that like, bro. Yeah, looking back, I probably should have kept my 2 Bloomberg boxes sealed, but it's impossible to predict. Yeah, it's impossible, man. It's really impossible. Hope things are good. Everything is good, bro. Everything is good. Although, Four Keeps, I don't know if you heard about what happened. There was that fire? And I know I don't know if you're close to the area, but bro, I think there's like a fire. I think it was like a day or 2 days ago. But yeah, man, there was like a big fire here, and they evacuated a lot of people. So pretty crazy, man. I know there's no hurricane over here. I heard that the hurricane in Florida is like Category 5. Holy shit! Whole Category 5, bro. 160 miles per hour winds. Man, I'm like done with that. But over here, there's like fires and I don't know, maybe like floods too. I don't know. So still worth it though, because gilded foils helped me get some reserve list at LGS. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. That so when I sold all of my Evolving Skies, I unloaded it by like one by one, and kind of I milked it that way so that like every box actually like profited different and actually more. So I used it to either trade it for a collection to some Pokemon person, like that. So yeah, I mean that's what it is, man. And like I said, no one can predict that it's gonna go to 2,000. And I always say to my wife, can you imagine if I still have that 3 freaking sealed cases of Evolving Size, and even at the 2,000 mark of price, right? Selling like somebody will buy it at 2,000 per box. Man, 18 boxes times 2, that's freaking $36,000, man. And it will sell. That's actually like the low. People will buy it at the 2,000 mark, man. So I was like, wow, 36,000, man. That's crazy. But you can't look back, man. You can't look back, or else you're just gonna go crazy. So yeah, man. I think overall this week has been very successful. I went down my shipping now on my Tcgplayer. I'm down to like 199 now, which is, I think I'm still good. Like cards are selling, not into the craziness, right? But yeah, people still buy even at the 199. So it does make a difference if you have like a lot of completed sales, a lot of reviews. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna go down to like the absolute bottom, $1.31. But yeah, I mean, I think I would probably stick for a while, this whole 199 shipping. And yeah, like I said, singles are selling, man. All these expensive cards, fetch lands, shock lands in standard, yeah, starting town. A lot of these new cards that are getting hot because of Avatar previews. I guess even Spider-Man, I think. But yeah, man. Overall, I think it's all about Avatar right now. Spider-Man is like long gone. That's like a week ago news. What was the first big flip you did that made you realize there's money in this? The first big flip, I think the first big flip, I wasn't even I wasn't even a store back then. I think at the time, I think I was just me and my son. We're just love opening packs, opening like the new sets and all. I think my biggest flip probably would be the Double Masters VIP. And I think it's probably one of my most viewed videos actually, because there's like 4 parts of it. Yeah, when I opened 100+ VIP in the channel, it's still here. You can watch it. Like you see, my kid is he's still like very young, uh, and I have like this big display of Double Masters VIP. So I open I open all of them, and then I flip whatever I don't wanted. So I collected all of the borderless foil. I displayed it, so it's like one big frame, right? And then I freaking sold everything, man. I mean, Force of Will's like freaking 400, 450. Jace, oh my God, the swords. Well, I guess at the time Mox Opal was like not that expensive now, but my God, Mox Opal, even the Angel, right? Avacyn, no, Avacyn, something Avacyn Angel. Yeah, man, it's that was probably like the biggest. I spent not 10K, because 100 VIPs. If you think about it, one VIP for 100 is like, that's like 10 grand, right? So I did not spend 10 grand for those, because I traded for those VIPs, and then I opened a lot of them to the channel and sold the singles, man. Oh my God, I can't imagine. I can't. Those basic clans foil, my God, they're selling for like $3, $4, $5 a pop, man. And this isn't Facebook. I wasn't even like in Tcgplayer. I was just selling it on Facebook. I was doing the Facebook Live thing, right? Facebook Live, and then people online, they were just like messaging me on Facebook. Hey man, can I buy like 10 islands? Oh, can I buy you just open freaking Force of Will or things like that. They're just messaging me, man, and that's how I grew my reference on Facebook, is because of that. I was just opening a bunch of boxes, collector boxes, and people just messaging me. I think I end up around what is this? The Corset 21. I think, yeah, I think that was the last one. I could be wrong though. I think I was still doing it around the MH2 era. Yeah, I was opening a lot of boxes, but yeah, man. So I think the Double Masters VIP, because the whole what you call this, if you guys remember the Double Masters, everyone didn't like the whole idea, the part in the back, which is like, it's kind of like a guarantee, but it's not guaranteed. But it sounded like it's a guarantee, so everyone started cutting all those barcodes in the back of VIPs. And guess what? I cut all of the I cut all the barcodes from my VIPs, and I sent all of them, and I freaking sent all of all the barcodes, 100+. And I think after a month or two, that's when they sent the free packs. They sent me 100+ Double Masters packs, man, in a box. And I have a video of it over here as well. I opened all of them, and same thing. I sold all the singles, man. It was fun. It was definitely fun. I think that's where I grew my YouTube channel, because I uploaded that video in my YouTube as well. So I guess Double Masters, and I guess you can say the Power 9 too, because the Power 9, I didn't really spend much on those cards, man. So overall, I sold the Power 9 27K last year. Was it last year? Yeah, last year I sold my Power 9 27K. at TOA Magic, if you guys know that store. So they bought the Power 9 for 27K. And my thought process on like the numbers is like I made it simple for them. So I was like, hey, you guys can buy this. 9,000 for Lotus, 9,000 for the 3 blue cards, and then 9,000 for all the Moxes. They look at the pricing and all that stuff, and boom, done. The deal is done. And I paid $1,000 for the Lotus itself. I remember when I purchased it because I traded a bunch of stuff. Same thing with all of the other cards. I think overall I spent each Mox about 1,000. Let's just say 1,200 each. And then same thing with the Time Twister, the Time Walk. Yeah, overall they're like 1,000. Let's just say 1,300 for all of them. So yeah, so that's I guess that's my biggest flip. I guess because like from that to 27K. So yeah, Ocean multiplied profit 2x. Yeah, I mean it's like it's really just being active. That's what it is. And engaging with the overall market. And once you have customers, I guess, on Facebook, once you have that group that actually watches your channel, watches your lives, yeah, they will buy it, man. And I have zero problem like asking whatever I priced it at. And I think at the time I was like looking at like TCG mid, I think. I wasn't even like paying attention of like TCG low or TCG market, whatever's like TCG mid, right? I'll just like type it up, and then yeah, they will buy it, man. They will buy it. That's how I grew my reference. I think up till now I still have it, and I can still sell singles on Facebook, but I just like to focus on like all of it would be just in Tcgplayer and eBay, just so tax purposes. But even then, if I sell something on Facebook, I still account that, because it goes through my PayPal. So yeah, kind of like streamlining it. And yeah, a lot of the people that buys from me on Facebook, they're now buying singles on my Tcgplayer, and I recognize the names, some of them. So yeah, man. So that's it, man. It's I don't know. I just want to have a relaxing conversation about me and the other guy, Pokey. Pokey, he's not really a PokeTuber. He's more like just Pokemon investor, player, collector. I guess all of them are like the same. Like I said, man, all of us, we're all freaking Timmies, bro. It's just we're all different levels of Timminess. There you go, Timminess. We all have different levels of Timminess because we all got the idea, right? Like I said, the idea is so basic, absolute basic right now, to where you can just buy, scalp, pre-order at MSRP. And what you do, you trade up, you sell at market, and then whatever you got, you just freaking diamond hands, closet investing, and just do repeat it again. And you go Walmart, Target, GameStop, Best Buy. I mean, there was a subscriber messaged me. He bought is it 20 copies? He bought 20 copies of the Commander bundle Avatar. Avatar comes out in November. I don't know how much. I think it was like 100. I think it was 100 a pop. I think, and he got lucky. He bought 20 of them. I'm like, wow, man. Jeez, 20 copies, man. Wow, good for you, man. I didn't even know that those pre-orders exist. I didn't even know, like, I don't even know where he got it from. I don't know, Amazon probably. But my God, man. So, like I said, these kind of behaviors, it's getting the same level at Pokemon. So, yeah, it's all good, bro. Like I said, the overall the overall majority with what's happening with all of these TCGs, they're all fine, man. Like I said, games being played, singles, selling, trading, all these products getting pre-ordered, commander decks, all of them, formats, standard, modern, pioneer, commander, all of them getting played. Even 93, 94, all of them. There's demand in Magic, Pokemon, One Piece, all of that shit, man. It's just all of the TCG have their certain part that's like, which is the finance part, right? And it's still part of it. It's just the behavior, what's happening with Magic is getting to the level of Pokemon to where everything's just getting scalped, man. And you know, I told a lot of the people with Pokemon that like it's not healthy. You know, it's not good for the game, and it's not good for the players that we actually successfully got from Universes and Beyond, right? What would they feel? You know, it's like, oh, I thought this is Magic. It feels like Pokemon, where everything's getting scalped. I can't even buy any collector boxes because, I mean, yeah, you can say just buy the play boosters. You know, there's cheaper versions. I mean, if that person is a Avatar fan, why can't they buy the collector box? Why can't they buy all of the products, right? Guess what? Anything that has a collector name is pretty much getting scalped and buying freaking, I don't know, man, sold at the freaking thousands of dollars in the market. And yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I know people every some people think, you know, they will say that it's okay, you know, like nothing's, you know, you know, the overall majority is, yes, it is okay, but you can't just disregard on what's happening with the finance part, because it's going to affect, it's going to flow to the play boxes eventually, all these other products. Like look, like the Commander bundle Avatar is getting scalped, man. You know, and guess what, there's one collector pack in there. So you know what I'm saying, you can't just disregard, yes, the overall what's happening with the game, the TCG, is fine, but you can't just disregard on like the behavior of the market side, right? The finance part of the Magic, the Pokemon, because the new players that we intended to like keep and keep them like stay and keep playing, buying packs, what would they feel, bro? What would they feel if they can't enjoy the game because, oh, I want to collect those cards? What you gonna say? Just proxy it, man. Oh, there's a cheaper version. You're kind of like saying that, well, if you don't have money, it's not for you. You know, if you want to play the game and you can't afford it, just buy the cheaper ones. What kind of like what? So you're telling me you're telling me that if what? That's just crazy, man. That's, I don't know. That for me, if you want to enjoy the game, you should be able to enjoy the whole thing, the whole part of it. Like you can't just like say, yeah, just buy the singles, or like, oh, just proxy it, right? You know, it's super expensive, just proxy it. You know, I don't know. I don't know what you guys think about that. Maybe some of you guys are fine. You know, I think it's fine. You know, if you can't afford it, okay, I'll proxy it. Okay, I'll just buy the cheap versions. Okay, I'm okay with it. You know, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. But for me, I think everyone should be able to enjoy the entirety of the set, man. So yeah. I'm not gonna. Oh my god, it's almost 2 hours. I mean, it's almost like an hour. I mean, holy shit, man. I appreciate you guys hanging out today, man. I wasn't planning on staying this long, but I really appreciate to all the new subscribers, all the people that's commenting the channel, liking the videos. Not much, honestly. K-pop magic, K-pop and magic. Oh my god, man, it's crazy. All these new proxy that's people like making. Yeah, that's the problem. People are just proxying, man. I have no problems with proxy, but people are just gonna proxy it if they can't afford, you know. Um, But yeah, so I guess that's gonna be it. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll sell more of the Commander Masters. Oh my god, man! Commander Masters is such a great product, man. There's so much other products that's getting not disregard, but like, man, everyone's just focused on freaking Avatar, man. I would say Double Masters 2022, Modern Masters 2, actually Modern Masters 3 as well. Do you guys remember there's a serialized card in that collector box? I think it's like 400 or 500 for the collector box. Way cheaper than a freaking pre-order of Spider-Man and Avatar. And Commander Masters. Yeah. A lot of the Commander decks that's getting released right now, I think almost all of them are like a good buy. I think at one point, I remember Cool Stuff Inc. They had a sale last couple of days ago. I don't want to say dump, but they sold a lot of these Commander decks from Final Fantasy for 180. And it's limit to one person. I almost bought one, but I was like, I'll probably pass for now. I think my number for Final Fantasy, if I want to go heavy on Commander decks, I think if it goes down to like around 150 to 170, I probably will buy like a set, like 4 of each decks, so 4 set of the whole set. But right now it's still, it's still like up there, man. There's still a lot out there, so I'm gonna hold off on that. Tarkir Dragon Storm though, such a great product with their Commander decks. I don't know if you guys are not looking at those Commander decks, man. A lot of great reprints, and it's not an expensive set too. I think it's like what, 200, 250 for the entire set. Very attractive, man. What else? I think Murders at Karlov is like so cheap. Lord of the Rings, 180, even lower. Doctor Who, around 182. So a lot of great products out there, man. And if you compare it to the freaking pre-order these days, bro, like I said, man, you look elsewhere, bro. You gotta just look elsewhere. You know, you don't have to like, oh, I gotta get in. I gotta get in also with this whole hype and FOMO thing, you know. No, man, you don't have to. You know, like you're actually missing out on the other stuff. So yeah, man, that's gonna be it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This almost calm video, right? I wasn't really, I was calm, right? We're calm. We're calm today. Overall, we're calm. Not really in an angry channel, even though like the name is like Anger Collections. It's just my stage name, bro. But yeah, I guess we're calm today. We're calm. Everything's good. That's good, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing. Hit that bell notification so you don't miss any video. And with that, anger out, boys. Peace. If you guys notice, my wife said, "Do you still wear that shirt?" I'm like, it's still a shirt. Yeah, it's like fading, but that's a symbol of like. I don't know what symbol, but yeah, look at this. There's no more. There's nothing. The Gathering, none. You can't even see the symbols anymore. The logo, look at this. It's like faded. I'm like, it's still a shirt. I love that shirt. So yeah, I don't know why I mentioned it, but peace. Anger out.